I did my first BJJ tournament, and let's say it was an experience for sure. Definitely some wins, definitely some losses. More losses than wins. Some things went great, like my friend showing up. Yeah, that was pretty much it. The rest was a learning experience, which is, I expected that, right? I just wanted to document the process. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's review the tapes. All right, so I have this match at 1.5 times speed. I'm not going to try to speak at that speed, but overall, this match was shockingly uneventful. So the kid in the red shirt had just come off the mat probably 10 minutes prior, and I spent about 20 minutes getting warm, doing some drills and stuff like that, just so I can be prepared for his intensity. But as you can see, we're not really doing anything. So I figured I could wrestle up with him as, I guess, my strategy. But I think that was the biggest lesson learned in this tournament. One, I didn't have a strategy. And then two, I did not tell my gym that I was competing until like 48 hours prior. So I didn't really think about that one. I just figured this is something I could do as like a hobby on my own or whatever. But the whole reason why you tell your gym, right, is so they can help you prep for the tournament. And so I kind of just ran into my coach at this tournament, and we tried to figure out a game plan like 5 minutes before this match. So, and it wasn't necessarily that my wrestling was bad. It was the fact that this entire time I was being extremely timid. And you can see here in a sec, I decided to go to the ground thinking that was going to be a better strategy. And it was a good call. It was just unfortunately late. I need to step back on the mat with an understanding that I can beat my opponent. So realistically what happened, and you'll see it in the second match as well, is I put myself in situations where they were very disadvantageous simply because I just didn't think that I could beat my opponent before I even got on the mat. I wasn't nervous or anything like that because I knew, one, I wasn't going to hurt myself, and two, I wasn't intending to hurt the other person. But part of that, of course, gave me a very timid experience. Okay, this kid was just outright better than me in every form, fashion. And to be honest, congrats to both of these guys. So obviously I got a bunch of messages, that were cheering me on. My friends showed up and everybody was saying, good job for putting yourself out there. These guys also did the same thing. So I believe this kid was also 23 or 24. And dude, he was just flat out getting after it. But again, you can see the lesson is still the same. I was too slow, lack of decision making, not aggressive enough. And at this level, aside from being technically sound, like that's the stuff that gets you caught. I'm actually going to skip forward here so you guys can see the Kimura that this kid will eventually catch me in. It was pretty good. It was super tight. Ended up making my arm pop. It's just one of those things that comes with the sport. Dude, good job. Yeah, again, these guys were awesome, man. So the overall experience was just phenomenal. I ended up placing third, quote unquote, because the fourth guy dropped out of our bracket.
But I'm super excited to get back after it. I'm going to apply my new training regimen. I'm using an app, just some pre-programmed like BJJ thing. Going to let my coaches know this time. And that's pretty much it. So I wanted to thank everybody for, all the Instagram interactions and just all the like super nice messages. And with this being my first YouTube video, thanks for watching. Peace.